Hi, I'm Keith and welcome to my art channel where I'm going to teach you which colors you need to use to get skin colors. I used them on this picture right here and I'll prove it to you. All you need is a light brown, a dark brown, a red, peach, which is very important, and then white and a number 6B for your values, because your lights and darks. And I'll prove it to you right now. This video right here of this guy only uses those colors. And it came out fantastic. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Keith and welcome to my art studio, where today I have this guy. I started something new. I'm doing faces now because I wanted to practice. And if I'm going to have a tutorial channel, I need to learn myself. So I'm learning how to do this. It's colored pencil. It took me about maybe 3 or 4 hours to do this. Since I started colored pencils, I've gotten better and better with practice. So you know practice helps. Practice makes permanent. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how I made this guy. He was fun. The pencil work, getting skin tones was tricky, but I'm starting to get it now. And I'm very happy with this picture. If you have a chance, please like and subscribe to my channel and give me some comments and let me know what you think of this. So if you're ready, here we go. If you follow my channel, you know I say this all the time, that my stuff keeps getting better and better all the time. And it does. I've had this channel now for about 3.5 years, and I have over 400 videos, and that gives me plenty of time to practice and practice and practice my craft, and I'm better than I ever used to be. But I'm trying something new today. What this is colored pencils on this brown paper. I've seen it done before many times, but I've only tried it a handful of times, and I've had one turn out pretty good, one that came out pretty awful, and then there's this one right here. I had to learn how to do the colored pencils, especially the skin tones. So I watched a YouTube video tutorial. And yes, I watched them too. I make tons of them, but I watched them because I wanted to learn how to do it. And this lady said or explained which colors I needed to get from the art store. And I did. I went to the art store and I picked up the colors she said, and some individual pencils, and I got a whole kit just made for skin tones. So I'm working hard with this. I am right now. You see that black magic marker in my hand right there? You're probably thinking, why in the world would you use a black magic marker that you can get at a hardware store for $1.95 on a work of art? But recently, I went into the art store and I noticed an entire aisle dedicated just to marker pens. And I know marker pens have been around for a long, long, long time, but since I wasn't trying to use marker pens, I didn't really notice it. So I don't feel guilty about using a cheap marker pen. But right now, I'm using a brush pen. I didn't know those even existed, but brush pens work awesome if you want to do cross-hatching. If you're into comic book art and do cross-hatching, I would recommend picking up a brush pen. The thing cost me like $3.50 and it was well worth it. It was just awesome. Now, I'm using some acrylic watercolor paint. Well, actually, it's airbrush paint that I bought in a bottle pre-mixed. And I bought that for like $4 because it's already mixed to the right consistency that I can just brush it on. Now, I have not owned an airbrush since 1982, I think. But that's fine because airbrushes are not my thing. But I like the fact that the paint came pre-done and ready to roll. So I'm adding highlights with my white. Highlights. I'm getting pretty far into the artwork because the underpainting or underdrawing part is done. And right now I'm going in there and putting my highlights on. But right now I'm backfilling my blacks or my shadows with blue. If you live in anywhere where it snows and you drive down the highway in the wintertime, you've noticed that the shadow that a snowdrift casts is blue. It's not gray, it's not black, it's blue. So I found out from looking at comic book art that that's how a lot of comic book artists do it. They backfill their shadows with blue, and I stole that. I mean, I steal everything from everybody. I mean, that's how you learn. I learn from stealing. Now I'm putting on some earrings. I think the original drawing, you can see it in the lower right corner, my reference, he had like 2 earrings. I wanted more. So I put on 5. And it gave me a chance to work with my reflective objects. I love doing reflections and sparkly, shiny things. And this gave me a chance to work on it, and I think they came out pretty darn good. Now I'm putting a little bit of yellow in there, just on the side, just to add a little color to it, not a whole bunch. I'm putting in his hair. In the reference photo, it was more of a light gray, but I wanted to change it up a bit and match that blue to the other blue, so I made it blue. And right now I'm adding some white. That movie Back to the Future, remember that Doc? He had that crazy, crazy white hair. Well, I didn't do it on purpose, but it kind of reminds me of that, how this turned out with this crazy. The reference photo also had crazy white hair, so it wasn't too much to a change. And then I learned something new. See how right here, this orange pencil? I went over the top and kind of glazed it over, kind of like I used to do, or still do, with my acrylic paints on my other artwork. I didn't realize you could just glaze it like that, and I was able to just make his nose a little bit redder just by going over the top with a light glaze. I'm adding a few more highlights to the hair. So right now, if you made it past the 90-second mark, which most folks don't get past on my videos, please like and subscribe, because I like you to be around for more of my videos. And if you have a chance, go back and look at my playlist, because I have lots and lots and lots more of these. Most of it is paint, but the pencils is fun. That should belong on a magazine cover or a book. Now, thanks for being here.